having a direct connection, a direct embodied connection with the raw and intense experience of our vulnerability is just not a conversation that many people in our culture are having. We don't typically have conversations like, yeah, what does it feel like to completely embody your grief or your anger without acting it out, or to be in a moment of confusion. And so I think that instead we're all going about reacting to the intensity, reacting to the rawness of the discomfort of our vulnerability. And I say discomfort because it really is discomfort when for years, perhaps our entire lives, we've gone about just performing these acts, these unconscious acts of reacting to our vulnerability, trying to get out of the discomfort, and using strategies that really are abandoning strategies. So let me give you some examples to help you see what the heck I'm talking about here. I want you to imagine you're in a moment of confusion. And perhaps you've never actually brought, your conscious awareness to a moment of confusion and actually looked at it and gone, okay, what does it feel like to be utterly confused? What are the stories going on in my head when I'm in a moment of confusion and I don't know when the confusion's going to end? It's uncertain. It feels groundless. And typically what happens if you take a look, if you bring curiosity and openness to your experience of confusion or sadness or anger or whatever it is that those uncomfortable situations of being you, what you'll find is that there's intense embodied sensations that are going on in your body, somatic. There's a somatic experience. And then there's also the narrative, so the mind has a story about the situation. And typically, if you look closely, you'll find that those narratives, those stories are all about, punishing you, getting out of the experience, using the experience as evidence of you're not being, personally developed enough or healed enough, or how you need to find clarity, or how can I find my way out of this, or why is it happening, looking for interpretation. But there are all these stories which are really about getting you the heck away from the discomfort of the actual immediate experience. And so what I'm saying, and what my experience has shown me, is that it's all path. And when we turn our attention, turn our awareness toward the direct experience of our discomfort, of our rawness, of our vulnerability, what we find is that there's just pure awareness, or there's pure aliveness. There's just this intense energy of life moving through you. And if you start to pay attention to the narratives, that are typically running stories of, different versions of I'm not good enough, this moment's not good enough, why is it happening, how can I find my way out of it, and on and on and on. They're all just different versions of this moment isn't good enough, I want something different, how can I find it, how can I get to the good stuff. If you start to bring your awareness to the narrative, and you start to bring this quality of openness and curiosity to the embodied experience in the moment, to the present moment, immediate experience of whatever's going on for you, what starts to happen is you can start to rewire that narrative, and it takes time, because typically the narrative of not good enoughs in some way have been going on for so long and have been operating on an unconscious level that it really takes time to sort of let them just dissolve, let them fall away, let yourself just be in the moment of the experience without trying to run away from it. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And as always, I hope you gained some value from my video today. And if you like my videos, you might consider subscribing to my channel or checking out my website at jennlawlor.com, where I have a newsletter that you can join and get access to more of my work. I look forward to sharing more with you very soon, and thanks for watching.